All right, if you've ever worked in construction, you know that cutting concrete has always been a battle. It's a fight of brute force against some really frustrating limits. But what if? What if you could win that battle with a single tool you can hold in your hands? Today, we're going to dive into a machine that claims to be a total game changer, the 8,800-watt concrete ring saw.
Just let that sink in for a second. We're talking no more multi-stage cuts, no switching out massive heavy equipment. Just one clean, deep slice through some of the toughest stuff you'll find on a job site. That's the big promise we're going to unpack here.
So, to really get why this new tool is such a big deal, we got to look back at the problems it's trying to solve. Let's start with the old way of doing things, hitting that very real, very frustrating concrete wall of traditional cutting methods.
You know what I'm talking about. We've all seen it, and a lot of us have probably struggled with it. The old-school approach usually means you're lugging around these enormous, clumsy machines. They're a pain to position, a nightmare to transport. They can turn a simple cut into a huge logistical headache. And what happens when you need a deep cut? Well, you're stuck in this slow, repetitive loop. You make a pass, you adjust, you make another pass, and on it goes. It just eats up time, it's super labor-intensive, and it's a massive drag on your project schedule.
And here's the thing. That bulkiness isn't just an inconvenience, it's actively working against you. Ever tried to get a really precise cut in a tight corner or some other awkward spot? With the old gear, it's pretty much a case of good luck with that. Precision and access? Yeah, those are usually the first things to go out the window.
Okay, so after all that doom and gloom about the old way, the story pivots. It starts talking about a totally new way forward, what it's calling a handheld revolution.
And this is it. The 8,800-watt diamond concrete ring saw. Now, this isn't being presented as just a small upgrade. Oh no, this is a machine that was apparently purpose-built to fix every single one of those problems we just talked about. It was engineered from the ground up to completely shatter those old limits.
So, what's the secret sauce here? How does it actually deliver on these huge promises? Let's pop the hood and break down the key parts that make this thing a true powerhouse. Okay, let's just start with this number because it's, wow, 50 centimeters? That's nearly 20 inches. In a single pass? That number, all by itself, completely rewrites the book on efficiency. Think about it. Massive concrete walls, thick foundations, jobs that used to take hours of careful, staged cutting can now be done so much faster. Now, of course, to make a cut that deep, you need some serious, raw power. And at the heart of this beast is an 8,800-watt motor. To give you some perspective, a lot of heavy-duty concrete saws are somewhere around 4,000 watts. This is more than double that power. But the key word here isn't just the wattage, it's brushless.
So what does brushless actually mean for you, the person using it on the job every day? Well, it means the motor runs way more efficiently, so more of that energy goes into cutting power. It means the motor lasts longer, it doesn't overheat as easily, and this is a big one. It needs a whole lot less maintenance. That means less downtime for you and more reliable power when you need it.
And this is really the magic of it, right here. It's the combination of two things that you almost never see together. On one hand, you get the agility and the maneuverability of a handheld tool. You can get into those tight spots and weird angles. But on the other hand, you're wielding the kind of relentless power and torque you'd expect from a much bigger industrial-grade machine. Okay, all these specs are really impressive, but how does it all translate into real-world value? Let's connect the dots and look at the bottom line, what this all means for a contractor's business. It really boils down to this simple recipe for success. Step 1. Those faster single-pass cuts mean you're going to accelerate your timelines. Step 2. Less time on the job means you reduce your labor costs. Step 3. A more manageable handheld tool gives you better control and enhances safety. And finally, Step 4. All of this comes together so you can deliver professional-grade results every single time. It's not just a tool, it's an investment in pure productivity. So we're left with this final, really bold statement. It's suggesting that this massive shift in how this work gets done isn't some far-off dream. It's here, right now. This kind of technology is being positioned as the new standard, which really just leaves us all with one final question to think about. Is this really where the industry is heading?